Dear viewers, what if one day India wakes up to a Kathmandu style chaos? Streets filled up with angry Gen Z protesters, parliament under attack, politicians' homes on fire, the Prime Minister forced to resign and flee. Some people secretly wish for this, some even tweet about it openly. India needs a Nepal moment. But here is the thing, it will never happen. Not today, not tomorrow, not in our lifetime. Yes, India has corruption. Yes, our politics is filled with nepotism, dynasties, and frustration. But a violent, system toppling uprising like Nepal's September 2025 Gen Z revolution, that script just doesn't fit India. And I will tell you why. Hello, I am Tejas, and you're watching Honest Take on Lokmat Times. In this video, I will give you 5 solid reasons why India will never have a rebellion like Nepal's Gen Z uprising. But before we do that, please do subscribe to our channel if you haven't already and press the bell icon to never miss an update. So let's start. Reason number 1. Scale and security. India is too big to burn. Nepal's uprising worked because the entire country is smaller than just Uttar Pradesh. Protesters could flood Kathmandu, paralyze the capital, and choke the government. India is different. Delhi may be the political nerve center, but even if 2 lakh people storm the streets of Delhi, the rest of the country keeps running. Mumbai won't stop, Chennai won't stop, Bengaluru won't stop, and then comes the security machinery. India has the world's second largest military, 1.45 million active personnel, but the real wall is the Central Armed Police Forces, CRPF, BSF, CISF, ITBP, Assam Rifles, NSG, SSB, you name it. They have one job, internal security. The CRPF alone has more than 3 lakh soldiers trained in handling insurgencies from Kashmir to the Red Corridor. Add to that state police forces. Maharashtra has 1.8 lakh cops, 6 times Nepal's entire army. This means any flare up in India, no matter how dramatic, gets contained fast. You saw it during CAA protests, during farmer agitation, even during violent riots. Deployment is swift, layered, and massive. Nepal's police cracked only after 30,000 protesters flooded the streets. In India, that number is less than a single day's crowd at Kumbh Mela. Reason number 2. The digital firewall. India can't be silenced like Nepal. The spark in Nepal was a social media ban. Imagine this, 26 platforms, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, all blocked overnight. In a country where 33% of GDP comes from remittances sent through WhatsApp and Facebook channels, this was like cutting oxygen. In India, that's impossible. We have nearly 500 million social media users, almost a billion internet connections. The digital economy alone is on track to hit $1 trillion. Ban Facebook or WhatsApp here and you don't just anger Gen Z. You crash stock markets, kill e-commerce, disrupt global supply chains, and invite international outrage. The government tries internet shutdowns in small pockets, Kashmir, Manipur, Haryana, but nationwide, impossible. And here is another difference. India's online world is fragmented. In Nepal, everyone speaks Nepali, shares the same memes, and unites on the same hashtags. In India, Tamil Twitter and Hindi Twitter barely overlap. A trend in Kerala may not even register in Bihar. This fragmentation stops any single digital campaign from becoming a nationwide rebellion. So yes, social media is powerful here, but it can't unite 1.4 billion people into a single movement the way it did in Kathmandu. Reason number 3. Federalism. Too many walls for the pressure. Nepal's protesters had only one enemy, the national government. That's why their anger boiled into revolution. India isn't built that way. We are federal. 28 states, 8 union territories, hundreds of regional parties. If you are angry at Delhi, you can still vote differently in Bengal or Tamil Nadu. If you hate the chief minister, you can still look to parliament. There is always another valve to release steam. Think about it. Tamil Nadu has fought the center on language issues for decades, but it never needed to burn Delhi. Punjab's farmers shook the system, but did not call for overthrowing democracy itself. Even Kashmir, with all its anger, is about autonomy, not destroying India as a whole. The beauty and chaos of Indian democracy is that it gives you endless chances to fight within the system. Elections every 5 years. Panchayats, assemblies, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, municipal bodies, student unions, youth wings, civil society groups. That's why even massive protests, Anna Hazare's anti-corruption movement, farmers' blockade or CAA agitations never flip into violent revolutions. The system absorbs the shock, bends, sometimes cracks, but doesn't break. Reason number 4. The economy. too many stakeholders to risk collapse. In Nepal, 20% youth unemployment, a per capita income of $1,400, and dependence on remittances made youth feel they had nothing to lose. When you have no stake in the system, burning it down feels rational. India is a different beast. We are the world's fourth largest economy, heading toward a third place soon. A $4.3 trillion GDP with sectors ranging from IT to pharma to agriculture to automobiles. Over 300 million middle-class Indians own property, businesses and stocks. That's 300 million people who want stability, not chaos. The IT sector alone employs 4 million people. The informal economy, street vendors, kirana stores, small traders depends on daily stability. Imagine if violent protests shut down cities for weeks, these groups won't back a rebellion. They will resist it. Even India's poorest have stakes in stability. Land ownership, small businesses, government welfare. Uprisings would destroy those too. Global players also matter. Apple manufactures in India, Microsoft, Toyota, Samsung, they all have billions invested here. International pressure to maintain order is enormous. In short, India's economy is too complex, too connected, and too valuable to risk burning for revolution. And reason number 5, diversity. India can't unite behind one uprising. This is the clincher. Nepal is small, relatively homogeneous, and largely Hindu. One language, one major culture. So when Gen Z got angry, the entire country could unite behind one narrative. Throw the system out. India? Forget it. We have 19,500 languages and dialects, 121 languages with over 10,000 speakers each. Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, Parsis, and within Hindus, thousands of castes and subcastes. Something that sparks outrage in Uttar Pradesh may barely matter in Kerala. A Tamil Nadu protest over Hindi imposition won't move people in Rajasthan. Even trending hashtags are usually regional. Look at history. The Northeast has had insurgencies for decades, but they stay local. Punjab had Khalistan movement, but it stayed regional. Farmers' protests were huge, but largely centered in Punjab, Haryana, and Western UP. India's diversity doesn't just enrich, it also insulates. It makes a single unified nationwide rebellion almost impossible. Now that we have listed the 5 reasons why a Nepal-like situation is impossible in India, it doesn't mean that we don't have our problems. It's just that our forefathers, our constitution makers, have ensured that the system works in tandem. India is not perfect. We still have corruption, inequality, unemployment, and dynasties. But change here doesn't come through Molotov cocktails. It comes through ballots, through civil society, through messy democratic fights that stretch for years. So to those waiting for India to have its Nepal moment, sorry, it is not happening. India's democracy is chaotic, noisy, deeply flawed, but it is also rooted, resilient, and far too big to break. And that there is the honest take.